Hello. Boss Izzy is back after my days in the womb cave. I am slowly going into badass mode and just doing things, and it's a lot of fun because I'm also pausing and just being in deliciousness and enjoying the Swedish spring sun that just shines on straight into my apartment. And I want to talk to you about something super cool today. Something that I love speaking about. It's very simple. It's probably going to be a short video. We'll see. The reason why I'm able to do these things, just a little like background. The reason why I'm able to do this now, why I'm able to share my voice after so many years of wanting to, I literally, when I was 17, I found a note on my phone that I written, I have an intention to share my voice out in the world. Like, that's been a strong desire for a long time. And there was a lot of inner blocks that I had to work through. It's kind of been, it's an important part of my journey, and I think it all happened for very good reasons. And it's been a very fun journey to, adventure through that. You know what I mean. But I think one of what I want to talk to you about today, one of the big reasons why I'm able to do it now, like this, in a way that feels super fun to me, is that I've received a lot of permission slips from myself and from others to share what I actually want to share. Like, sometimes, like, the goal is, of course, that we don't need permission to do this and that and share this and that to do what we want to do. And I guess that's where I've come to now, that I give myself permission to do the things I want to do. And I'm not waiting, it's easier now. But it came, one of these permission slips that made things much easier for me to share is that I realized that I don't have to share new things when I talk about, like, I don't have to, every time I share my thoughts, it has to be this new revolutionary thought that people go like, whoa, I never heard, or that I have like it backed up by a lot of science or spiritual teachings or something like that, that I have something else to backdrop. I realized that me sharing my voice is more than enough in a way that feels good for me, because just sharing with a lot of scientific background, it's just not what I resonate with when I listen to others. And sharing just through like spiritual teachings, same, I like when it's like someone speaking from their own experience through their channel. And so that's what I'm learning to do myself. But also, I realized what I really love is not, I like what has made difference to me when I listen to teachers, when I listen to coaches. I really resonate with people that speak about simple, timeless things that we've heard in many iterations, that we've heard many times, and then when we hear it from someone we perhaps relate to more, or in the right timing, who is aligned with us, and it just lands. That's what I love, and that's what I really want to bring, and I realize that I can bring, because it doesn't take anything from me. It feels natural and good to do that. And because it's been these simple, timeless things that have actually, sometimes it's these new-ish, like, energetics, manifestation, like sometimes it's those things too, it's super cool. But many times on my journey, what has really shifted things profoundly have been the simple things that you've heard, and they just land, and I actually apply them. One of those things I want to bring to you today. Hydration. Like drinking water. That's, for example, one of those simple things that made such a big difference for me. But I'm not a health coach, but I love water. But no, I want to talk about the choice. A core like tenet of my worldview, my belief system, and what will become my teachings too, is that I believe there is the choice. That only time I have ever changed anything in my life, shifted, was that when I grounded into the fact that the only person that can change anything for me, the only thing that has the power to shift my experience, my reality, my life, myself, is me. And it's not me then, it's not me tomorrow, it's me now. If I want something to shift, I shift it now. It's the choice. Like when we realize it's only a matter of like allowing, like the choice is, like the whole thing is there is a choice. Like realizing there is a choice and then acting as the chooser, you know? I think I'm gonna be able to articulate this even more clearly, but let's go into it. This is a theme in my life now, and I'm seeing people, it's like an awakening. It creates an awakening when you realize that there is choice. Because what I see, what many of us do, when we're young, when we're children, we don't have as much choice. We are born into an environment, we are cared for by other people that chooses what we eat, sometimes what we wear, what we watch, what we do. Our reality is not so much shaped by us than for others, and for good reason. That's how humans work. Like it's great. Like it's it's one of our greatest advantages as a species. But the problem becomes that when this system doesn't include a rite of passage to adulthood. So what happens is that many people become adults, but really they are just children with much more, with the freedom, but not the realization that they have the freedom. So they keep being children in their reality. They keep doing what other people are telling them to do. They keep wearing what other people are telling them to wear, eating what other people are telling them to eat. We don't learn how to become adults. And it's something I'm so passionate about, and I will keep talking about again and again, because I believe that's what a spiritual awakening is. It's when we realize, wait, I'm actually an adult here. An adult that I am able to provide for myself. I have the power to choose differently or do differently. It is me. I am not this helpless child. Not that children are helpless, but they are dependent. And then we grow up and we still think we're dependent. We're dependent on other people for emotional safety. We're dependent on other people to think how we think about things. We depend on other people. We live in this world of just walking children, and many of our leaders are just children fighting with other children. I am so ready for a world of adults. And the first step towards your adulthood is realizing that you are an adult, that you do have choice, and then acting like you do. Not continuing with the sort of, but I don't have that mind, because we use other things than our parents now as excuses. But I don't have money, or I don't have the time, or like we have made other things our parents that control us and decide for us. But I didn't have an abundance of time, and I certainly didn't have an abundance of money when I started shaping my reality. It was small gradual steps, small pivots every day. And now it's gained momentum. Now it has compounded. So now, like, it's easy. That it's my natural way of being now, and that is creating even more power and choice and freedom. But it started with me when there still was stories in my head why I couldn't do this and why I couldn't have that and why I couldn't be that. And I was like, the only one that has the power to shift this is me. And there are other things involved in that, and I'll go into that in future videos and in other like programs and everything. But it really is so cool what happens when we realize we have a choice. And then it becomes a practice to have choice more and more. Realize when we have a choice, when we're triggered, when we're in a strong emotional, we still have choice. We're still adults. We can still choose how we decide. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Sometimes it feels like, I can bring an example. I can take an example from my own life. I've always loved singing. I've always loved music. I've always been drawn to music. I've always, had daydreams about being a singer. I used to, as soon as I was home alone, I used to sing. But I had a lot of stage fright. I used to, even playing piano, and I couldn't even sing, but even playing piano in front of my parents, I used to be like, and I was never on stage. I didn't go to any music. I did go to piano, but I never singing. I didn't even realize that it was an option. It wasn't even available to me. I wasn't even entertaining those thoughts, even though it was something I loved so much and I dreamed about so much. I was stuck in stories. I was veiled by stories that I wasn't a natural singer. I was not tone deaf, but had a tone hearing disability. I don't know, that's not the right way to say it, but my pitch was off. That's how you say it, I think. I thought I couldn't remember lyrics, even though I have a good memory. Somehow with lyrics it didn't work, and I just had a lot of stories and I didn't even entertain. But then I started in other areas of my life, like, okay, I have choice here, I'm blah blah blah. Whilst in singing I was still like, yeah, but I'm not a natural singer, so and then sing, and then like being a bit like, yeah, but it's not gonna be available to me. You hear the energy, it's the child there. And then I just realized that if I want to learn how to sing, if I want to sing, I can do. I woke up from the fact that it's not, if people are not just naturally like this. People actually practice and train to become proficient singers. And then I realized, like, okay, I have a choice here. I have a choice. I can go into this. I can focus on this. I use the power of my focus. That's the only way we change things. It's when we focus on it and put intention and do it. So I said, okay, let's do that. And I even paid for, when I didn't have a lot of money, I paid for a singing coach. And it was very simple, but it started giving me the basics, and it's gone. And I started understanding, because I knew nothing about singing. I knew nothing about technique or anything like that. And I'm still learning. Like, today I started focusing in a different way, because I've kind of not done that the last couple of months, and I realized, wait, this is something I really value. This brings me so much joy. I want to sing for the rest of my life. Of course I'm gonna nourish this skill and focus on this and find more freedom in my voice. But for me, that has been a very good, because I know how I used to be around it. I was like, no, that's not for me, I can't do it. And now it's like, of course I can. Like, and now I've also like worked a lot on the healing, because I had a lot of blocks in my voice. So I did healing with another coach just for a month. I just did 4 sessions with someone because I cared about it. And I was like, and then she was incredible and helped me. She's called Maya Rose, really recommend. She helped me, just heal an inner child. I was stuck in my voice and blocking my voice, and so much else is connected to voice. So I've done a lot of those things too. I'm focusing, and then also learn technique, and not from a place of, oh, I'm bad because I gotta learn this. People that are good are natural singers, but actually people that are good are naturally born good, but actually just like, oh, I'm gonna do what everyone else has become good that has done. They've practiced and done it and gone for it. And yeah, it's just cool what that happens. Like, I'm become adult when it comes to singing. That's super cool. And then just doing that with all aspects of life. I'm becoming an adult when it comes to money. realizing I have choice, realizing that I've chose where I focus, what I practice, what I'm learning, realizing that I'm an adult, and if I want to make something happen, if I want something, I gotta do that. I stopped waiting for someone to save me, waiting for someone to change me, waiting for my life to be like, here you go, this is what you want there. I met it, and I am being, abundantly provided for, supported. Things are coming in the coolest ways. So it's also the universe coming, but I'm meeting it, and I'm meeting it, I'm meeting it. And I don't think it would even be available if I didn't realize that it is available for me, because I am an adult and I am open for it and I am focusing on it. So yeah, love this message. I'm gonna keep on talking about it. I'm gonna clarify it more and more. I hope I think I am transmitting the energy of it. The energy of just like, no, every day. If you have a lot of inner children that are taking you over, you have emotions that you can't, thoughts, obsessive thought pattern, okay, then you focus on that. You are not a victim to anything if you don't believe that you are. Spicy, true. I don't want to live in a world of children and victims anymore. I want to live in a world with empowered adults choosing their lives. That is how we create a revolution. It is. Thank you for listening for this. If you're here all the way, I really, really appreciate it. And I'm so glad that this space exists where I can share my voice. And if it gives you anything, please comment, share any thoughts. And you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Still haven't found what okay. It's _ 2 underlines Bella Basani on Instagram and just Bella Basani on TikTok, I think. You'll see my picture. There are profile pictures. I'm like, no, not like that. Mwah! I hope you have a wonderful day filled with